I don't even think you're ready for this. What's up, socials? Happy Sexy Wednesday. I wanted to do a video called What's on Amy's iPhone, because there's this really cool way to record iPhone screens now on the Mac, which I have running next to me at this moment, and will show you all the things that are happening on this device, which is quite interesting. So let's go through every single app on my phone. Brace yourself. This may take hours. All right, I'm hitting record on the good old Mac. Make sure it's working here. It's working. Great. Great. Okay, let's start on the front screen. First of all, we have a beautiful background. That is the ocean in South Carolina. So just setting the mood, a little bit, setting the mood. Let's start with the main buttons at the bottom of the phone, the front four, I like to call them. Actually, I don't, just made that up. We have phone, because you know, you never know when you're gonna need that. Pretty emergent, you should probably have that ready to go on any screen. Of course, I don't like to talk on the phone, so that makes no sense. Then there's Gmail, which is what I use to check my email. Yep, you got it. Then Tweetbot, which is my choice Twitter app, so I will often be responding to @Schmittauer with that little button there. And then Messages, because that's where text messages go. So all of those are my very important ones that I want to be available at a moment's notice no matter what screen I'm on. Now if we go to the top row of the first page of apps on my phone, we have Sunrise, which is my calendar app. Next we have Clear, which is my to-do app of the moment. If you guys know me really well, you know I have a hard time picking to-do apps. I just really like it because it's super intuitive and easy to like add stuff and just say like, oh, to-do, and done, and then you can easily just clear things, and then you can clear your things that you've done. It's just a very nice app, and I like to have something really simple like this so that I don't get confused in my project manager where I'm putting random things that come to mind that I want to do. So I really like Clear for that reason. Next we have Google Maps, because that's a very good way to find out how to get places, and then Swarm, which is like the new Foursquare. If you have any idea what I'm talking about, then yeah. I like to check in places. I really don't like friending anybody on Swarm, to be completely honest with you. I just like making sure I know exactly where I was at any given day. It's fun for me to just go out back and be like, oh, I went to the coffee shop that day. That's fun. I really don't care about sharing my location with my friends, like at all. So yeah, I'm still addicted to Foursquare. Next, of course, is Instagram. Follow me at Schmittauer. Then, of course, the Starbucks app, which is basically the reason why I know Apple Pay will work, because Starbucks has proven that people will use an app to pay for things, and that is how they've gotten so many people to buy coffee, is with these lovely things called gift cards on the phone. You don't need to pull your wallet out, and I'm obsessed with it. So love the Starbucks. And then Safari, of course, because I'm always Googling things and researching things on the web, the internet. And then Fitbit, of course. Let's see how I'm doing on Fitbit today. I went to the gym, so still not that impressive for me, honestly. But it's only like, you know, 5,000 steps. The time on my phone is wildly wrong. I have no idea how that happened. But as long as I'm beating my sister, yep, I'm beating my sister. That's good. We're good. I have the Fitbit 1, which I've actually done a video about, so check that out if you're looking for a really good pedometer. I love Fitbit. Oh, gotta love these pop-ups as they're showing up. Then I have a folder for Facebook, because Facebook is a serial app creator. We have the main Facebook app, the Pages app, so I can manage any of the Facebook pages that I have, the Messenger app, because that's where they want you to be messaging people. Paper's cool. I don't really look at it that often. It's a nice way to kind of make Facebook updates look pretty. Of course, I haven't logged in a while, so we're not even gonna look at that. Rooms is a new one that I'm not quite getting yet. They have these codes that you have to scan in order to join a room, but it hasn't been working for me, and it's very annoying, and I think they need a lot of working on that to make it a thing. And then the Groups app I love, because I'm in so many groups and I create groups for my boot camps and all that. It's so much easier to keep track of group activity in its own app, so that's really the most useful one of all of the Facebook. Not true, the Manager app, the Pages app is really, really good too, but the Groups app has been super, super useful. Then there is the rest of the social that I enjoy. There's the basic Twitter app, which is where I usually keep track of the savvy, sexy social stuff. Tiny, I've been totally obsessed with. It's just like this really easy way to like just create videos and photos that you don't think people are gonna like steal or like take out of context because they're so small. Like it's just like so easy. So yeah, I've been having fun on this one. Next, of course, is the Snapchat. Let's just snap this out right now. Hello. Filming. Oh wait, I'm trying to type, come on. Filming. And I like to make it big. Boop. Perfect. Sent my stories. Awesome. Then there's Vine, which I wish I did more often, but I don't. But I love watching other people's Vines. I'm just not funny enough, I feel like. Then Delectable is fantastic. This makes me feel like I can actually shop for wine and share my wines more intelligently. Goodreads, I'm totally obsessed with reading, and I love sharing what page I'm on and see what other people are reading, and Goodreads is one of my favorite social networks. Totally underrated. Then of course Tumblr and TV Tag. TV Tag used to be Get Glue, so if you want to like check in when you're watching any form of art, like TV or movies or whatever, you can check in on TV Tag. Then of course the YouTube folder, shall we? Yes, we shall. So we have the YouTube main app, so you can just watch videos, what you subscribe to, search for videos, yada yada yada. The Capture app is where you can actually take video, and what I do like about this is I recommend it to people who are really bad at not taking a vertical video. It forces you to turn the phone in order to be able to record, which I really like. Actually, that automatically started recording too. These are all settings you can turn on and off, but it's pretty useful. It makes it easy to upload because you're already pretty much logged in when you're in the app. Then the Studio app is also a good one. This is where creators can keep track of things a little bit more intently, reply to comments, and that's a lot of fun. When you're bored in line at the grocery store, what better thing to do than reply to your YouTube comments? Then I also have the Voice Memos app in here because it's just a good place. I'm usually in the mentality that I'm gonna film or record something, so I put it in here with my videos. And then the Videos app, of course. And then Social Blade is a really nice app. It's also a website. I definitely recommend you check out the website, but this is great for actually tracking how well your YouTube channel is performing, or just seeing who are the top users according to subs or views or anything like that. Just a really great way to see how the channels are performing and what you can do to get better. Then moving on to the photography app, we have Diptyque, which is great for making collages. Camera Plus has a lot of great options that are a little bit better than just the basic camera in your phone. Hyperlapse, created by Instagram for slow motion video and stuff like that, but that seems a little bit unnecessary at this point because it's built into the phone. InstaQuote is a great one. It's where I like to put quotes if I want to share something graphically on Facebook or something and make it look pretty, like, ooh, great quote. Oops, I can't spell. Quote from Amy. I'm gonna prove that. And then there's a lot you can do, like a lot of different things. I actually upgraded so I could have all of the options for design, but there are definitely some good free ones. I didn't even spell my name right. How awesome is that? Then we have just the basic photos, and then Photo Treats is another option I keep around for filters if I want to make something a little bit prettier. Then there's Front Back, which is basically taking a picture of the front and then the back, and it's supposed to show people what's going on both sides of the phone. Kind of a fun little social network, hasn't really caught on. Adobe Shape is super fun. It's basically like you're taking a picture, but you only want the shape of what you're taking a picture of. So if I'm taking a picture of my camera here, I'll actually like bump this up a little bit and make the lines a little bit more distinct. Takes a picture. Then when you approve it, it starts to draw the lines a little bit more distinctly. And then it's like fun. It's a different way to share photos because you're sharing like a piece of art, like a little sketch that you didn't actually sketch. Like Adobe sketched it for you and you're kind of like taking credit for it. GIF Boom, great social network for sharing GIFs and making GIFs really easily. I'm a little bit peeved with them because they had to reset their servers, so I had to start a whole new account, so I'm a little bit unmotivated by that right now. This is my Healthy Girl folder, so I have a little help from Jillian Michaels, my Fitness Pal, Runkeeper, and those are basically all just keeping track of food and your exercise and all that kind of stuff. And then I have Insight Timer, which is one of my favorite meditation apps. It basically is really super ugly, but it has just like a nice little timer and it'll just gong for you. You can pick different gongs, and then when you're done meditating, it tells you how many people in the world you just finished meditating with, so it's kind of nice. They need to work on design a little bit. Lumosity for those brain exercises. Headspace I've actually done a video about, so click here to learn more about Headspace. It's another meditation app. It walks you through it more than Insight Timer really just kind of lets you go and just gongs when it's done. Headspace walks you through a meditation, makes it a little bit easier for beginners. Mind Body is a really great app. This one will actually tell you where you can find local group fitness classes and things like yoga, group exercise, bar, spin, Pilates, all that kind of stuff. So really great way to find some of this like wellness stuff that's nearby. 5-minute journal, not gonna open it because this is where I share my thoughts, but it's a really great way to just journal more often. They have something for the beginning of the day and the end of the day, so you can just share what you're grateful for and keep track of the little things that'll keep you happy every day. And then Balanced is sort of like a habit app. Is basically saying, hey, you know, did you take your vitamins today? Did you do this, that, and the other thing, so you're staying balanced. I also like the sleep cycle and power nap apps. Those are good for tracking sleep. I haven't really been doing this lately because I don't like sleeping with my iPhone 6 Plus. It's a little bit too big, but I used to track my sleep pretty much all the time when I had a smaller phone with Sleep Cycle. Power nap is sort of just like whatever, it doesn't do as much for me. I could probably just set a timer on my alarm and it would be just as good, but I have them there because I'm a serial app downloader. Calm is a good way to keep calm. It's almost like meditation, but not really. Like if you just need like a moment of zen, it'll just like play a cool scene for you and play some sounds, and you can pick what you're feeling like you need right now, and that's a fun little app to have if you're having a really crappy moment. Sit-Ups Pro, Push-Ups Pro, Squats Pro, these are all apps that help you work up to being able to do more reps of each of those things. Interval Timer is really good for high intensity cardio workouts. If you need different timers going off at different times, it's kind of complicated. I can't really explain that. And then the Health app, which of course comes with the iPhone and I have not come to understand yet. Then I have the Connections folder. This is just a lot of like businessy stuff, but for me to keep in contact with my network. So of course there's AWeber Stats, that's my email marketing system, so if I want to check stats really quickly. AWeber Atom is really cool. I just downloaded it, haven't really had a reason to use it yet, but it's already logged in. This is just a screen for somebody that's like, I want to join your email list. I can give them this app and they can sign up on my phone, or if I had like an iPad at like a station, if you worked at like a fair or something and you wanted people to sign up for your email list, this would be a quick way to get people on the list, rather than have them write them down and that kind of crap, or be like, follow up with us online when you get home and forget about us. This is kind of a good way to get them to do it on the spot. Then of course Contactually, which I've always said is my favorite way to keep track of all of my network. I love this because it doesn't let any of your network fall dormant, basically. I've made a ton of videos about Contactually, so go check those out. Refresh is another one I've made a video about. That's really great for when you're on the way to that coffee appointment and you want something good to talk about with that person. Refresh will tell you all the things happening in that person's life that you can talk with them about and really make it seem like you're doing your homework. Slack is a great app that I use to keep in contact with the people that work with me. So instead of constantly emailing each other or working in like a project manager for everything, I can just quickly chat with them in these different compartments that we've made for each of the clients or different projects, and it's just a much easier way to keep in contact more on the fly, because we can basically get text messages from each other but have everything in a place where we can still search for it if we need to find something later. Then of course I have Skype and Google Voice. These are two things I use to keep in contact with people that are maybe international, or Google Voice is where I keep my business line, so that's where I get calls when someone's calling the business line. It still rings to my phone, but Google Voice helps me kind of keep my personal phone number and my business number separate. Then Google Hangouts is also in this folder, and Paperless Post is where I'll make a little invitation to maybe like a dinner party or something for my friends, and they're really like cute and pretty. And that's all I'm gonna do. I have other apps, I mean, podcasts, Spotify, music, songs, the Weather Channel, App Store, and settings are all apps, of course, that I use. But they're on the next screen and they just sort of sit there alone so that I can easily find them when I need them desperately. And then I have a ton of other apps, but this video is way too long, so I'm gonna stop. We might have to do a part 2. Let me know if you would like a part 2, and thanks for checking out what's on my iPhone. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you sign up for Amy's Elite so you don't miss a beat. That's in the purple annotation below. I will be taking tomorrow off for Thanksgiving here in the States. I'll be eating a lot of food, but there will be a Social Thursday episode brought to you by our guest contributor, Lily. She will be sharing something very important in your business for Social Thursday tomorrow, so make sure you come back for that. And then I will be back next week for Savvy Tuesday.